Alright, let's go over this. March 6th, we're getting 2 solo dungeons and 3 co-op dungeons. Max level will be increased to 55. Fishing and cooking increased to level 25. And a new weapon mastery system. March 13th, the week after, we'll have 2 more solo dungeons, 2 more co-op dungeons, with Nebula Island, which will introduce artifact and Nebula accessories. And Raid Frame, it'll be up to 48 man. It'll be available for guild raids, GVGs, Arc Boss, and Siege, where you need a lot of people. And for those solo dungeons, the boss is gonna rotate every week, and it's gonna have 5 difficulties. And a couple more weeks after, on March 27, we get Resonance with improved system. Currently, it's really hard to get the right resonance that you want in your gear. It will take way too many resources. I think they're gonna improve on that, probably. And the Trial Season 2 will start, which means purple runes. The max level rune will increase to 80. So it's the same rune system, it's gonna be 80. You're gonna have to get full purples, get the higher level synergy, including the chaos runes. And Arena Season 2 will also start. Changes to field bosses. There will be 3 portals. Peace, basically Peace boss, Dominion, and a GVG. This will be region-wide matchmaking. Each portal will have 96 player limit. Dominion is gonna be, you're gonna get put into random 2 teams. So 48 versus 48. And you can enter as 6-man pre-made. And for GVG, it's gonna be either 1v1 or 1v1v1. The minimum player limit is 36 up to 48. And they said they're gonna matchmake you around your past performance and the number of guild members. We'll see how that goes. For Arc Boss, the Peace portal and Dominion portal will stay the same. It will maintain the open world like what it is now for in the game. Just open world Zerg PvP. Yeah. Your guild reputation will be important because these people who go Peace and Dominion will get their reward, come into open world and grief you. I think that's what's gonna happen. Anyways, by the way, it's big W. There's gonna be way more loot supplied into the game. Arc Boss price gonna drop. And more accessible to like casual players and small guilds. I think it's really, really good change. New weekly mission system. So it's gonna be pretty much like a battle pass where you do certain objective, complete that, get points. And when you reach certain points, you get these rewards. This is also really good change from the current weekly mission system. And you are able to get way more rewards. So these are the blue ingredients for cooking. Crystals, 50 rune chest, the new tier 1 token, new tier 2 token, another 50 rune chest, another tier 2 token. And this one is, it's a pre-Talandre weapon chance chest. So basically, if you play the game actively, each week you are able to get free tier 2 chest. There's that. New tier 1, tier 2 token. Current tier 2 token will be converted into the new tier token. So we are not able to get full tier 2, the pre-Talandre tier 2 gears. There's gonna be tier 2 blue gear. We might be able to get that with these tokens, not sure. But otherwise, we'll still be able to get the unlock stones, but so it wouldn't matter that much. We just change it to unlock stones. This is good for the game. This is good for the game, so we kind of start at the same starting line, I suppose. New gear sync feature. Basically getting cheap 2 times plus 12 on each equipment. So basically, in this new tab, so you put +9 headpiece, and you are able to enter any piece of helm, so like fresh one, and then you unlock the sync slot with 150 armor growth stones and bit of solent, and that becomes +9. So if this was +12, you unlock this and you put a equipment there, it'll be +12, allowing us to get multiple gear sets at a cheaper price, a cheaper growth stones, which is big W. We're able to flexibly change sets easier, play multiple builds. And there are 2 slots. And 3rd slot is grayed out. I think that's going to be like paid system. But you lose the main helm. No, it stays. So you want to put the highest level of gear in the 1st slot. And these slot will copy the level of what's in here. You're freely able to change between these items. Because once you've unlocked the slot and it goes in there. Also, you know what? It's just a slot. So you can put any piece in there. It'll become +9. You can swap this out. You can swap this slot. You only really need one slot. Technically, yes, but 2 slots will be, you know, just more convenient. Because otherwise, if you play like multiple sets, like 3, 4 multiple sets, you're gonna have to go into this tab, take that out, put that in. It just saves you that burden. It's just convenient purpose. But you have the full trade, right? It didn't mention it, but I assume so. It just copies the level. So, and different equipments have different trades. So I don't think that's gonna carry over. You have to full trade individually, which is fine. Like, this is really good. What if carried total blessing? No, I don't think so. Okay, that's the new gear sync feature. Combat changes. So I've only put down the important ones. Basically, it's gonna be more fluid, less animation locks and skills. Max zoom increased by 33%. So everywhere, you're gonna have zoom out like Siege and Arc Boss. Improved targeting. They increased like the click accuracy. Current target range cap is 40 meters, but they improved to 50 meters. This was basically for arena players mostly. You couldn't click the person that was at the end of the arena, the opposite side. That's what was mentioned in KR notes. Target of target display. This is gonna come in April. This is the feature that I wanted the most, because I want to see what my party member is targeting, and I want to also target that and focus fire. Disabling friendly targeting. This is so good. It's also something the community really wanted. They're introducing parkour to get to places that were difficult to reach with jumps. So traversing around the world is gonna get easier, like more fluid. They're gonna improve damage floater visuals, things like heavy attack, crits, etc. They're adding more CC removal in the game for certain CCs. So I think there will be, you know, like a bind removal, fear removal, stun removal. I think they're adding those into the game. They haven't really specified, but we'll know once it comes out. Changes to dynamic events. Basically, every week we get this 15 new resource that gets consumed on your event's completion. We get roughly about 3 times the reward. So your first 15 events per week will be like high reward. They're gonna overhaul the new management system. It's gonna be a whole new management system. They're gonna remove it from the inventory. It's gonna have a separate tab. There's no like dissolving runes anymore. It's gonna automatically level and automatically dissolve the low level ones. But we'll get to know more once it comes out. And I think this will come like late March. Console, they're able to edit their HUD with controller in early Q2. Solo dungeons I mentioned. These were in KR notes. The inter-server siege is expected in May. So basically every fortnight. So if you own the siege, it'll be bi-weekly. So siege, inter-server siege, siege, inter-server siege. In the inter-server siege, you will take turns on attack and defense, and you gotta win 2 games to win. So it's best out of 3. 12-man raid will also got delayed in KR. It was expected in April, but now it got delayed to May. And I think the reason for that is they want to time it together with global. So high chance for it to arrive global at the same time. You know, that gives us like almost up to 3 months of game time after Talandre release. We'll be like full geared, be ready for raid. There will be normal and hard mode. It'll be weekly. They mentioned like there will be like 3 zones. So it might be just 3 bosses, or each zone will have multiple bosses. I wish it was like multiple bosses. There will be new raid skill for raid leader. And KR Dev Live, they're gonna do one during March. They're gonna talk about like upcoming roadmaps and stuff like that. And something that wasn't mentioned in here, in the KR roadmap, along with the 12-man raid, we are gonna have new feature called Guardian leveling system. And the materials for that were gonna drop in the raid, so I think it's gonna come together with the raid on May. So overall, big W for global. Lots of content incoming, a lot of good changes, heaps of improvements. Really looking forward to it. I'm really happy for it. Big W. Shout out to Tico. He talked. Tico didn't talk, he cooked. We're pretty close to 1-to-1 patch with KR after this Talandre patch. After all that is released, from May, in my opinion, with these new features, it'll be 1-to-1 to KR. Like all of this, right? Nebula Island, co-op dungeons. No, actually, the trial resonance. So with 1 month, we're catching up to like 6 months of KR content, plus more. With new systems coming in, like insane. How do they attract new players? The I didn't mention in this notes, but adding this new catch-up mechanic into the game. So new and returning players will have buffs, probably like increased XP, increased drops, stuff like that, and more like easier gear access for you to catch up. And really, for those who play TL, they will know that if you get to the end game, acquiring gear is so easy and everything gets cheaper over time, which makes it easier for new players. And I reckon starting this game right now, well, not right now, as of T2, will be much better experience than the launch experience. You have way more content, better content. And catching up is really not going to be that hard even as a free-to-play. Or maybe you take more time, but you got so much content to enjoy as a new player. And if you really wanted to catch up, just swipe, spend a bit of money, you'll catch up really fast. And small guilds can enjoy PvP too. And large ones are forced to bench people. Not really. I mean, yes, but they can just party together and go into Dominion Portal. We still have GVGs, the Riftstone for 70 versus 70. Like, I wouldn't really mind. If I still wanted to PvP, I can take my squad to Dominion, or just go to Peace, fucking full send PvE gear, get fucking loot. The game is going towards more guild focused, which is good. But you'll still need strong alliance for the siege and inter-server siege that are upcoming in the future. And open world arc boss if you choose to do so.